Whoops. I'm just putting my glove back on, going for a walk in the snow. Having trouble getting my glove on though. And there's something on my screen. Ah, got rid of it. Good job, Jenny. Okay, now, if I can just get this glove on, we'll be doing great. So, una momenta. Here, you can look at the car for a minute while I get on my glove. Okay, if that didn't make you sick, let's go for a walk. Where to start? Let's just head back out here. Hopefully the wind isn't too bad. If it is, I'm sorry. We haven't had snow stick yet though, so I thought I'd just go out. It does feel better once the snow sticks to the ground because the air isn't, making it cling to my skin. So it actually doesn't hurt as bad. And they were doing something out here. I wanted to see what they did. Yeah, they cut down a bunch of trees for some reason. And that's okay. I mean, this is like the property line, so it doesn't matter. Good morning, Dennis Bigfoot. That's a lot of trees. And they did this just within the last couple of weeks. But this is the view of this whole open stretch of farmland that's just at the back edge of where my father and I live. And see, our property comes out farther than all of the others because our house was the original farm that covered lots and lots of acres. There's more of the tires that the racing team left in my woods. Ogres. And so down we go, the tunnel of trees. This is a good walk. And I've been super lazy for a few weeks now, keeping up with just enough to stay feeling less guilty. But I don't know, the holidays get me down. So I got a little extra down this year. I'm fine now. But there's the edge again and the shooting range, which is lots of fun. It's my favorite rock. And actually, now that everything's dead and frozen, I'll be able to come out here and cut away all the around it. It's a fucking giant goose head, man. Just stuff that we leave out here all the time. Brush piles that needed burning last year and didn't quite happen. Chris, hi! Good to see you. This, I keep all my extra pots and all the stuff. A lot of this stuff I collected when we moved into this property. It was just strewn around the yard all over the place. I didn't know what to do with it all, but hey, you can't argue with free cinder blocks and planting pots. But this is the spot where I wanted to build a little shed up here in the shelter of the trees and use part of this area here would be like great for an earth cellar, I think, to capitalize on some of the natural insulation from that hill. It's a nice stretch of raspberries that grows along here. This is a good time too, probably for me to come in and trim them all down and clear a good path so that in the spring they grow in a really easy to manage way. One year though, I waited until after spring had started because the new leaves on the black raspberry are better to collect for making tea. But I still have some. I don't know though. I didn't store them very well, so they might have bacteria or something by now. I should probably make some more this spring. It's really easy to make black raspberry tea. It's a good diuretic, and I think it has what's the other property? This is so nice in the snow. I can't stand it. It is a pretty day. So would like to go up there, but I don't really have time to sit up there. The garden all laid to rest. That's my old garden over there. That green thing I originally built to have strawberries in, and I tried doing that thing where you plant them in PVC, but I had very mixed results with it. I wasn't pleased with that method myself. So then another year I put big earth bag inside of it and grew sweet potatoes in it. That worked really well, but my soil was heavy, so my potatoes stayed really small, but they were all delicious. I can't complain. Looks like we have more work to do over there. And the wind literally knocked out my cigarette, just like blew the cherry right off the creek. It's still flowing really good actually, and they did some work on the other side. I love where it splits right here. It's super pretty. They did some work on the other side of our driveway. We'll walk past there in a minute. Look at how cute it is down there. This area was all overgrown and filled in with dirt and weeds and stuff. And my boyfriend and I, a couple years ago, before he died, dug it all out nice and everything, and my dad replaced the culverts so that we get much better flow now. It sounds nice. I don't know if you can hear it. Let's go down. Hi, Ryan. Let's go see Mabel. London, what up, my brother? So good to see you this morning or evening for you. Down here we are at Mabel's Grove, one of my favorite spots. I always think I have a favorite spot, and then I don't, because there's so many cool spots in this yard. It's so nice. But say hello to Miss Mabel. Oh gosh, that's a beautiful screen right there. Lovely morning. That chair needs fixing. This I don't get to do very often because the brush grows so much through here. Hi, boy. Good morning, afternoon, evening. I never can keep it straight. The brush is usually so heavy back here that I can't get through sometimes. But this is where all the deer really hang out and bed down. You can see how heavy the traffic is out here. So all year long, my yard is just howling with deer and rabbits and kinds of stuff. This is one of their favorite areas. And it's super interesting. I found all kinds of flowers growing back here when I can make it through the brush. And some of them, like I know they're Michigan wild native flowers like Jack in the Pulpit and stuff like that. And I've got a huge patch of May apples up there. And the little kids who used to live next door when the May apples ripened, their family was very nature oriented. And those little kids would be out here picking the apples. Oh, it was so cute. They were just adorable. Man, I miss those kids. And none of this is people-made paths. These are the deer paths. They're that well traveled. It's super cool. So this is another angle of the creek. By the time I'm done, I'll have a good walk in. So yeah, once again, when I don't feel like dealing with Daryl, what's up? Hey, my man. Jen, hola. We're having a magical winter wonderland walk on this fine Wednesday. Wonderful Wednesday, wonder time walk, whatever. Run wild with the W's. Maybe I should say one wild with the W's. I don't know. Oh, this is when I really love the snow. When it looks like this. On the trees. Like beautiful ice crystals everywhere. If it had been sunny this morning, this is that kind of snow that would have sparkled in the sun too. Glitters. But the temperature is already rising. Oh, look. See what I mean? That's just this is what makes winter worthwhile. That's so pretty. What a pretty day. On we march. There's more of the lovely red berries in winter. And let us choose this path down to Valerie. Maybe I can get my cigarette relit. Nope, can't do it. Just rain. That's what it was like here too. We kept just getting rain. We had snow one day, but it was way too warm to stick for more than a few hours. And I am not sure if this is gonna stick. Temperature is rising already. I should move that chair. I just wanted to get my walk, but I am gonna come back down afterwards and I'll actually drive my car down here and pick up the remnants of Fairy Wonderland here. Let's just get a view of the path there. It's good Lord, look at the majesty. Just beautiful. So, and this is where I'm going to put my arbor to hold up these branches so that the path is easy to walk through around to Valerie's butt. I think I'm going to leave all that stuff outside. Valerie is already starting to pick up lots of moss. A little bit of bird poop. I'll have to clean that up. That makes me happy. That's so what I was hoping for, because this whole area gets coated in beautiful moss and creeping jenny, and I'm planting creeping thyme and things like that down here, but I'd also like to plant periwinkle. So when Valerie starts to pick up more and more of that natural moss, ooh, baby, that's gonna be beautiful. That's all gotta come in today though. A little bit of this Oz is left. I'm not gonna carry any of it up with me right now though. I was enjoying still watching it light up from the balcony. Even after I took, 90% of it in. So I'm gonna bring more lights back out later, but switch it all to just warm white for the winter time. It'll look pretty. Maybe I'll bring a few ornaments or something out to brighten it up. And here we are back at the creek. Let's walk by the creek again before I go back up to the house and end my live so I can do actual work. I love this. These stairs were just, I don't know, they were just like hanging around on the property. So we brought them down here with my boyfriend's tractor and dumped them beside this. I think it might have to come out though, because this all needs work. Everything was just temporary to get it working while we got moved in here. This is where they just widened the creek on this side, and the farmer who works all those fields out there arranged it and had it all done because it had overgrown so much through here that a whole area just behind the tree line there was marsh all the time, just waterlogged. So this actually helped us out too. We have much better flow in the creek, but it's also kind of a bummer that I have a gap right there now. Kind of a bummer. So we could go back up that way, but I like this trail, so we're gonna go on this one. Try again to light that darn cigarette. That's ticking me off. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. Have a lovely day. Isn't that wild, those kinds of temperature fluctuations? I think that's what's been messing with me so badly, excuse me. Wild temperature variations. It's nice this time of year that I can look out across the field and see through the trees. Yeah, I think they do. I think that the powers that be do hate people like that. They're not gonna dull our shine though. No, sir. See, the house is really pretty in the snow too. Sorry, I try not to show my dad's license plates or whatever, but he's still a registered business as far as I know. So who cares? Ah, lovely. And here we are back at the gazebo. Isn't it pretty in the snow? Let's get a good view. And then I will say ta-ta, relight this cigarette, and go get those remnants of the garden cleaned up. This is a pretty good place to sit down and light my smoke and my live. Look, I've even got a fairly ice-free patch to sit on. Just the one. So, Let me set this down. Remove my gloves so I can touch my buttons. Happy morning, evening, or afternoon, y'all. I love you much. I'm gonna say ta-ta for now. Thank you for joining me on my morning walk in beautiful, unbroken snow here in chilly gray Michigan. Much love, peeps.